really sliding and killing each other now over YouTube beef. Y'all fraud, bro. This takes Crash Dummy to a whole new level. But we can actually learn a lot from this situation and how everything played out. The two YouTubers that are involved in this very horrific situation is Finny the Legend, who you see on your left, and Sincity Manny, who you see on your right. The dynamic or storyline between Finny and Manny ain't really that uncommon. We see this storyline and dynamic play out on YouTube time after time after time, but rarely, if ever, do we see a more horrific ending than these two provided to the world today. Sin City Manny is a YouTuber who's been on the platform for over a decade. He's amassed around 20,000 subscribers. He's not a big creator, and he's not a small creator. He actually amassed a pretty impressive and decent following. 20,000 subscribers is nothing to sneeze at. However, when you amass any type of following, what comes with it is, is people who love your content, who watch your content. There's reactors, and there's also people who don't like you or like your content. And there's a community of YouTubers who are usually incentivized to make hate videos about you and leash off your content because they see it as a quick and easy path to gain a following themselves. And we see that with almost every creator. I have a legion of YouTubers who leech onto me and make videos about me. I just see it as it comes with the territory, right? If I get this platform to exalt the Lord and make money and feed my family, then hey, man, if that's what comes with it, I'll take it, bro. Because the worst case scenario is I'll go back to working at a call center, being homeless, not being able to do nothing for my family. So if having a little bit of haters is what it takes, man, to grow and have a following on YouTube, I'll take it. However, not everyone have my approach. Sin City Manny, for the most part, would really engage with the other YouTubers who were making videos about him. He would often do reactions to them, react to them, sneak diss them in real life. So he was very interactive with these people, which I think helped incentivize more people to begin making videos and hate videos about him. And eventually it became an entire army versus Sin City Manny, to be honest with you.
Somebody's got to be the bad guy around here. You need people like me. You need people like me so you can point your pinche finger and say, look at that fine-ass guy. And you, look at you ugly boys. And you know what? We're going to do a switch real quick. From right now, this moment, we ain't calling nobody haters no more, guys. We calling these guys promoters. Because in reality, that's what they be doing. There are promoters that get paid by other promoters. We ain't got to pay them. Other promoters pay these. So that's the way we look at it moving forward, okay? They are
if he remembers
promoters. Remember that. So, free promotion for us. Don't worry about the pay. They get paid within each other. Promoters promote each other, usually. Or come on. Promoters pay each other. Anyways.
At times when he reacted to hate, he would put up a front as if it wasn't affecting him, but we all know that was far from the truth. He was deeply affected by this because he would lash out at times. See, for him, from the outside looking in, you kind of understand where the lashing out comes from. Because for most YouTuber like myself, I'm already at a certain point where you making hate videos about me only helps me, to be honest, bro. Like, I'm already established to where you make hate videos, you lie on me, bro. People come on this platform and they see the truth and they see I'm not everything you're lying on me about, and they stay around for the content. But if you are a YouTuber with only 20,000 subscribers and you're still trying to grind and make it on YouTube, and you have 1,000 different channels tearing you down, then it's kind of hard to grow. And essentially you're faced with the reality that your dream of ever being a big YouTuber or ever growing essentially would never happen. It's impossible, right? Because as a small YouTuber, you drop a video and, is masked by nothing but hatred. You don't have the audience yet to really overcome that hatred. So now essentially like your audience is haters. And those haters ain't doing anything to push your videos out. So, you essentially get stuck in a cycle where you make a video, is bombarded by nothing but hate, and you really have no fans to really combat that, It just don't work. So he was faced with that reality that, you only have 20,000 subscribers. your hate train is just too large and too great right now at this stage for you to ever succeed. Finny was Manny's biggest adversary from Manny's perspective to making it big one day, because Finny was very open that he had no plans on stopping. As a matter of fact, he put Manny's name in his title, hoping that when people search up Sincity Manny, they would discover his channel so they can see all the hate that he has said about Manny. So Finny was really content. He was in a great position. If Manny ever grows, well, his channel will grow too, because he's a Manny hate channel. And hey, if Manny don't grow, then mission successful.
Hey, real quick. Hey, you didn't want to tell him your name, but when he go click Sin City Family, guess who's gonna come up? Shout out to the algorithms. Shout out to the algorithms. Shout out to me putting your name in the title so this would happen. That was the goal, man. Was to get big enough when they type your name in, Big Smile Finny come up, and I'll be smiling hard, man. And then they go click it like, dang, what's this dude smiling so hard about? Then they come in and they hear me say, man, he's a punk. He eats.
If you go to Finny's channel, you would see like almost every video was about Sincity Manny, man. Everyone. Like 5-hour and 6-hour live streams, man, of people just ragdolling this dude Sincity Manny, man, going at him, exposing him, talking about his wife, his family, him. Their entire mission was to make sure that Sincity Manny do not become a successful YouTuber. For a relatively small YouTuber, Finny was making a lot of money in donations and super chats for essentially running a Sincity Manny hate channel.
JC told me I better chill, and let me see what JC told me to chill about. JC say, legend, stay on Penny's butt, never give up. Laugh out loud. Shout out to JC. I don't like being on man's butts. Can I be on Julie's butt? Can I please be on Julie's butt instead of Manny's butt? But I'll read the comment how you read it, but just can I please be on Julie's butt? I have spoken. My baby girl is here. She here early, y'all. She here early from the East Coast. She here early from the East Coast. My baby girl Anna say, TT long and strong. Say, Finny for the win. Best stream chat. Well, hopefully you enjoying yourself, and anybody picking on Miss TT will get punished.
At the time, he had a little over 2,000 subscribers, and he made $150 within 18 minutes of a 6-hour live stream. As a small YouTuber, that is a lot of money. A lot of money. Because his videos don't even make that much, right? So when you're making that much money, you are incentivized to keep making these videos, keep making these hit pieces, keep making these hate live streams, and galvanizing a community of people who want to see Sin City fail, and you are essentially their voice and their platform. Now, I'm not saying that Finny didn't have good reasons to want to see Manny fail, because from what I watched, Finny, for the most part, started off as a fan of Sincity Manny. Then the more he watched Manny, he just couldn't get down with him, right? Manny is being accused of sucker punching people, pepper spraying people, and he just thought that Manny was an absolute weirdo after watching him, for a prolonged period, and decided he was going to start exposing Manny and creating a platform for Manny victims, right? So he may have his reasons for doing this. I'm just documenting what took place, all right? I'm not passing judgment on anyone. I'm just giving you guys a story. So Finny was incentivized to, to go a little harder on Manny, right? Like he would often do bits like this during his live stream where he would not only go at Manny, but he will also go at his wife, Julie.
Like, who leaves the house looking like that? Like, what about leaving the house like that makes you like feel like that's tight? Like when he left and he put that makeup on as a guy, and then he put the hat on with the fake cholo outfit. Like, what about that? Like, what do you think he said? Like, do you think he was like, man, I look hard tonight? Like, what is his goal? I don't get it. What's his goal? Does he want to look like a clown? Does he want to look like a cholo? What's his goal? He's
look at
all I know today. All I know is that his. All I know is that. Hold on. All I know is that his goal is to be zesty as hell, fool.
Okay. I don't know. I don't wish I had my zoom in game like donuts. Donuts be zooming all in on. Because look at how her back going. Is that Machete's woman? Like,
yeah, you whooping the shit out of Machete.
Is that Machete's woman right there?
Yeah, yeah, it is.
That's her.
That's it.
Like, you know when Martin said that noncetal, that is the definition of noncetal right there. Like when it sinks in. Like, look at how when you get to the ass, it curves inward. Like the ass is supposed to curve outward. Hers curves. She got an end booty. We got a front booty, and she got an end booty. That's an end booty right there. We call her an Eddie.
Yeah, where her camera go
Segments like this enrage Sincity Manny because you're not just coming after him. Now you're body shaming his wife. You're saying things about his wife. So at this point, it's a all-on war, right? It's YouTubers going at it on whoever can offend the other person the most, whoever can out-expose the other person is absolute madness. Now, there were signs that Sincity Manny was getting to a point where he was sick of this and he was ready to go off the edge. Because even on live streams, he will send subliminals towards Finny, letting him know that when he sees him, he's going to blow his head off.
Let me catch you on a red light, Finny.
That fat boy over there in Arizona, somebody got checked on. Send me the picture. I want to see that. Somebody got to do it. Teach him a lesson, homie.
These threats and warnings to Finny from Manny was well received. Now, Finny was strong in his conviction that he was making videos and tearing down a guy that he believes shouldn't have a platform. He was making videos destroying a guy that he believes is a very terrible human being. So he was strong in his convictions. Manny was also strong in his convictions because Manny felt like Fanny was going out of his way to tear him down when he didn't deserve it. But Finny was very open that he had no plans on stopping, and he would actually brag even after receiving the threats. He would actually brag about being the reason why Manny's channel and his career is going to the dump, and his channel and his career is going up.
Comes around. What ain't that the last year for you, buddy? How's the last year been going? You want to do a comparison to what you've been doing the year before? I think they call it at their house life before Finny. Like when they be arguing and shit, before Finny, it used to be. So they like you know this should be before BC. At their house is before Finny. Before Finny. Here we go.
He took pride in being a reason why Manny's life wasn't going how he wanted it to go. He took pride. You see, yo, Finny is smiling. He's obviously content with his convictions that he's doing the right thing because he took absolute pride in Manny's hopes and dreams of being a YouTuber was being squandered and broken and tore down by him. And he loved it. And he took sole responsibility for pretty much ruining Manny's life and his dreams and his hope. Now, when you do this, though, the smartest thing to do is to probably not put yourself in a situation where conflict, where a confrontation can happen. Because in this situation, the person who's on the receiving end of this is probably in a fit of rage. They're probably emotionally unstable. They probably hate you so much, and they probably view you probably unfairly as the root for all their issues, right? When, in fairness, if Sincity Manny essentially made high grade A+ quality content, he could very well outgrow the haters, right? Like he could very well make enough great content to where he's outgrowing it. But when you put yourself in that situation, in that position, and you see this dude galvanizing a community of people to hate you, it's very easy to trick yourself to blame him for all the reasons why your YouTube channel ain't popping off like you think it should. So what happened is, Finny is taking responsibility for being the sole reason why Manny's channel ain't popping off how it's popping off. Now Manny hates you. So the dumbest thing you can do when you have an enemy that strong is to go to his city with your family for vacation, which is what Finny did. Finny is on live with his wife in Vegas, where Manny live streams. He's on the strip. Manny live streams on the strip often. So he essentially put himself in position where you're guaranteed to meet up with the man who you've been making hit pieces about for the last 18 months, which to me isn't the smartest, especially when you're out of town, so you don't have your gun with you, you don't have security, you don't have protection. He's probably thinking, it's the strip, Manny is a small dude, I can take him if he wants to fight, but your wife is with you, and you're putting yourself in a situation where a confrontation is gonna happen, which it don't really appear, though, that Finny was too worried about a confrontation happening, because when Manny found out that Finny was in Vegas, Manny would make a video giving Finny, I guess, ample time to leave that strip and to go home back to Arizona, but nah.
Jerome, I'm out here searching for my baby. I went through every casino there is. I heard there's one of my biggest fans here in town. I'm dying to see him. Dying to see him. What are we doing? Fuel bar tonight? Is that what we're doing? I'll be there. I'll be there.
Maybe it's because I have ultra survival instinct that when I look at that video, what I see is a man who has completely lost his mind, who is now over the edge. If you've ever been to Vegas or been to the strip, then you would understand how insane the words of, I went to every casino, I went to every hotel, huh? You walked the strip and back? Sir, look at him. If somebody tells me they went to every casino on the strip and every hotel on the strip, what that tells me, bruh, that person really want to get his hands on me, and it's my goal to make sure I never encounter that person. They're obviously prepared for a confrontation, and I'm in a world of trouble. But Finny apparently wasn't worried, even though when you watch the rest of this video where he's letting Finny know he's going to get him and he's after him, even you would probably say, if you're out of town without a gun, you know what? Yeah, I'm not getting into a confrontation. I'm not meeting up with this dude at all.
Better believe it. You come to my city and think I'm not going to show up? You think I'm not going to show up? I should have been the first one to be told. Right? Somebody should have sent me my invite. Mr. Marquez. That's right. We outside. We're doing fuel bar tonight. I'm there, homie. Or wherever you go, I will be there. Oh man, come on. I have to say hi to my biggest fan. You know?
Just watching how far Finny videos have driven this man off the edge is one of the reasons why I don't really do the pile-on content, right? Like I'll make a video or two or maybe three about somebody, but I really don't want to get in the habit of making a video about somebody every day or joining in on a creator who's already being piled on and making daily videos about them, because I always feel like, one, I don't want to be responsible for this person cracking, right? And I don't know, I just always feel scummy about that. Like, kind of like, for example, like Wes Watson. I made videos about Wes Watson like early on, and I'll probably make a video or two about Wes Watson in the future. But why I don't do the daily Wes Watson video like other creators is because I feel like just piling on somebody every day to me is kind of like, you know, there's something cruel about that. Now, some of these dudes deserve to pile on, like Johnny Somali and others, they deserve to pile on. But just in my heart, man, I just don't want to be responsible for anybody's mental health taking a toll, you know? So I just don't. And to see this man barking, like literally like salivating at the opportunity to hurt this creator who's been making videos about him, shows that this man was truly affected by this. And he made good on his promise because while Finny was live on the strip, like Manny walked by. And I don't know if Manny was trying to go unnoticed, but Finny seen Manny and he laughed a little bit. And then the confrontation happened. Finny still thinks it's a joke because Manny is this super tiny guy, super angry. Finny is this laid back guy who's pretty tall. So he spots Manny walking by and he starts laughing. He still thinks it's a joke. He thinks Manny is harmless. But Manny is filled with rage right now because he feels like you have been destroying the career that he worked hard to build. So Finny books it because Manny spotted Finny's wife. So when he spots Finny's wife, he realizes Finny is somewhere here. So then he spots Finny. So then he pulls out his gun and tries to circle back to get Finny. Now Finny and his wife is probably thinking Manny isn't gonna hurt the wife. He wants Finny. So the wife gets in front of Manny to prevent him from getting to Finny. Finny sees that and he tries to book it. He gets out the frame. Manny then spots Finny and begins to shoot. At that point, Manny is filled with so much rage that he took anyone who got in the way. Now, currently, we know that Finny got hit and he was shot and killed. We know the wife was killed, and we know another bystander was hit. Now, that person's condition is currently unknown. There's rumors that person passed away. I haven't heard any official claims yet, but currently, we know for sure that Finny and his wife, they both passed away. And we literally witnessed their last moment in 4K. All over YouTube beef. All over, listen, bro, quite possibly dreams of becoming a big YouTuber that was probably never going to materialize. These dudes were a part of a niche community on YouTube, essentially centered around one dude who people thought was silly and they made videos about. They maybe clowning him, talking about his wife, and he just couldn't take it. He broke. He snapped. Now, one, Manny is a piece of you know what? Like he's a crap, bro. He's a terrible human being. Manny should burn in hell, right? I don't care what the excuse is. I don't care if your feelings was hurt. I don't care if you was experiencing mental anguish. You don't do that to innocent people. You just don't. Now, if you and Finny want to duke it out and take your anger out on each other, do that, bruh. You killing a wife too ain't no excuse for it, bruh. Die in jail, homie. Right? You's a garbage human being. Garbage. So there's no excuse for this whatsoever. However, the lesson here could be maybe just leave people alone. All right. Maybe listen, man. You think somebody do something silly, make a video about them here and there. But making it a habit of doing 6-hour live streams every day about them, galvanizing a community who also do their own 6-hour live streams about this person, and essentially leeching and eating off of somebody's downfall every day. And listen, man, my best advice to people who want to make that type of content, you could find multiple people's downfall and eat off of those downfalls on a routine basis, bro. Right? You don't need to sort of just pick a beef with somebody every day. Because I feel like once you make a video about somebody on a routine basis, it becomes personal. Opposed to somebody just looking at you as a YouTuber who make videos on everyone, that's different. But once you start making a video on somebody every day, a 6-hour live stream, tearing them down every day, they start to view you as a personal enemy, as a personal op. And that's where things can lead to this, man. From my perspective, I think YouTube this actually might lead YouTube to make some changes in their policy, man, regarding harassment and bullying. Now, some people are saying that Manny was being bullied. I don't know, bro. Manny is a 40-year-old man. It's hard for me to apply that word bully. I would say they did take things a little too far, and Manny took things even further. But y'all let me know in the comment section, what do you guys think about this, all right? And for you guys who are well in depth with this Finny and Manny situation, because y'all watched it even before the world got tapped into it, I want y'all opinions as well. Let me know in the comment section, okay? Now, if you're still watching, click on this video here somewhere on my screen, somewhere here, man, to find out about what's going on in LA and why I think, LA would never be the same again after these anti-ICE protests. I'm going to see you guys in these videos somewhere on my screen. I'm out of here, folks. Peace.